Hi everybody, I have an older message here and I'm going to keep this anonymous. I'm wondering if my family was narcissistic. I've been watching these kinds of videos for around 2 to 3 years now. I am currently 20 years old. My parents adopted me when I was 3 years old to be an only child. I remember the first time my mom abused me. I don't remember either why she did it. She looked like a demon, something of pure rage and hatred. She did not hit me at this point in my life, however, it seemed like she made the whole room turn a dark fiery color. It's quite strange, but I was very young at this time. It takes her weeks or months to calm down for something that isn't even a big deal. My dad would always tell me that women stay mad at men for long periods of time. So I believed that until I grew up and realized this couldn't have been further from the truth. They would belittle me, usually when no one was around, completely convince me that there was something wrong with me. My dad would lecture me for hours on end while making me sure to know that I was a despicable human being. If I ever felt bad for myself, I was told that other people had it worse in other places in the world, or made fun of woe is me. They would mock at me. There were good days, I guess, like some of my birthdays where they would be really sweet, like completely genuinely sweet. I fell in love with that idea of them. I wish I could make them like that all the time. But the next day it would probably all turn south because I left my ski pants at school or something. It struggled in school a lot. I couldn't take any of it seriously. I was quite disruptive and chatty. I absolutely hated being any other way. My psychologist still doesn't want to talk about my childhood very much. I think it's way out of his comprehension level. Does this sound narc-like, or could it be something else? I have a lot to tackle in your message. Your description of your mother abusing you and that whole scene is very surreal. It's very surreal to me, and I'm sure it's very surreal to people watching this. Your father, you know, I think we had very similar structures, um, you and me. My father was definitely the mocker of the two. You know, when you were feeling bad, and then they would start naming other places. I mean, it's such a narc tactic of naming people in other places and woe is me, and they mock at you. No kid wants to be mocked by his parents, and they know what they're doing. To sit there for hours and tell you, make sure that that trial that I've talked about so many times that never ends in your life. And then the good days, which really aren't good days. Because, like you said, they can always sense when you had a good day. Always. They always could sense when you had a good day, and they never, ever, ever let you enjoy it. They would always do something to ruin it for you. Always. And that next day thing is a popular one. You know, they'll just jump on you the next day for the littlest thing, anything they could find, blow it out of proportion, and then everything is ruined. My father used to love to actually make the scene at the party. But as I got older, he stopped that when I stopped having parties. So, you know, he'd have to wait a day and then find something. You know, if he sensed I just had too good of a day, like was really happy for a day, It's like they could sense that. And that's when they strike. They always strike when you're at your happiness. And finally, you are 20 years old and you are seeing a psychologist that doesn't want to talk about your childhood. What in the hell is he talking to you about then at 20? Like, what? This is my problem with with the whole therapy field, man. How could it be possible that this guy, and I don't even call him, he's still a kid, 20, is still a kid, is seeing a psychologist and is not even start. Every therapy session starts with your child. Like, what is this shit? What is this shit? This is what I'm talking about, man. The world is getting crazier and crazier and lazier and lazier. And there's just fucking vultures out there. And that is not me saying get rid of therapists altogether. And I never said that, and I'm not saying that here. But god damn it, there are a lot of bad ones. There are a lot of bad ones. It's 20. What the fuck are you talking about? If not your childhood at 20. Your mom abused you and he doesn't know because you haven't gotten into your childhood, you haven't gotten into anything you fought like. What in the motherfucker are you talking to him? I mean, have your parents had you so convinced that you're just the problem and you're starting from the premise that you're just this fucking problem? So to quickly answer your question, does this sound narc-like, or could it be something else? There is no something else. They're narcissists. This is stereotypical narcissism. Stereotypical narcissism. Sexually abusive mother, verbally abusive mother, withholding mother. You know, the rage street, the rages that last for weeks on end. The belittling, emasculating father. Anything to strike you down, make you a piece of shit, make fun of you in front of other people. And his therapist. Jesus Christ. And the birthdays thing and the good times always followed up by an attack. Always. They know when to strike. And the narcissist will strike you at your happiest. Because the fall is so much harder. Thank you for contacting me with this. I'm sorry it took 3 months for me to find it, but I do appreciate it. I hope things are going to get better for you. Get rid of that therapist. Find one who actually understands personality disorders, namely narcissistic personality disorder and borderline personality disorder. Make sure he or she understands it, understands how it works, understands what gaslighting is, and you should ask those, you know what gaslighting is? Yes, and if they can tell you all those things, then fine, they have a basis in it. I would give them a shot. But this is ridiculous. You have been gaslighted to the point where I think you're seeing a psychologist under this premise that you're just a crazy, crazy guy and can't control, and it doesn't even begin to address any root cause. I don't know what the hell you're talking to this guy about, or woman, whatever it is. So thank you again for your story. I hope this helps. Thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any comments or advice in the comment section below. And if you have a story or some audio or a topic you'd like me to cover, or you would just like to contribute to the channel and see it grow, you know what to do with the PayPal link. in the description box. I will have the video right back to you. This is Ali Matthews. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all again soon.